What a life.
All right, cool. Neil, I think we should start because everyone's been very patient.
Yeah, thank you for joining the Zoom, and sorry about that. We did kind of give a quick introduction to everyone, but Ayanga's also just jumped on, and Elit as well. So welcome to you guys. We're going to jump straight into just giving you an outline exactly of what the course is going to entail, and then we would love your feedback and also just questions.
Awesome. Hi, everybody that I haven't met. Thank you for joining us. Can everybody see my screen?
Yes.
Cool.
Yes.
Cool beans. Okay, so we're going to be talking about becoming an online trainer. Is everybody in the right meeting? Cool. So what we're basically planning with this course, the vision for this course, is we want to establish a blueprint or a roadmap for the simplest and quickest way for PTs to go online. So that's something we want to keep in mind all along, and we want you guys to keep us honest about that, that we don't go sort of the long route to get up the mountain, but to go straight up. So, but basically it's going to be like having Neil and myself as your own personal coaches over the 3-week period. We want to prioritize tasks that will give us the fastest result. I don't know if anyone here would prefer sort of slow results, but that's kind of what we've got in mind. We want to help you generate an income in 2 weeks or less. So again, anyone dead set against generating an income, let us know. A course that pays for itself, that's what we will establish. And there will be no video production involved. You won't have to spend money on advertising. So we'll show you shortly how we plan to do that. So Neil, do you want to comment, or shall we just move straight along?
Yeah, guys, just to be as straightforward as possible. It's something that I've incorporated into my business over the last 5.5 years. I've been more than 10 years in the industry. And it's something that's very close to my heart, because if I didn't have online training, or if it wasn't a possibility, I don't think I would still be in the fitness industry today. I've always had envisioned for myself a business that can be scalable and something where I'm not going to be trading my time for money. And online training has allowed me to do that. And it's just what I want everyone to come in to the session knowing is that we're not directing this towards one specific avenue. That doesn't mean you're going to learn this course and then you have to be like a completely online personal trainer. You're going to be sitting behind your keyboard all day. That is a possibility. In the last 5.5 years, I have done completely online personal training where I was 100% remote. And I've also done it in a way with a hybrid system to complement what I'm doing in person, because I do enjoy that interaction. So I just want everyone to keep that in mind as we move forward.
Cool beans. Okay, so the biggest challenge for most people when they get to when they know they've got to go online, and I think this isn't for us to sit here and persuade you that it's a good idea to go online. I think everybody's kind of realized that, and was, maybe if you didn't realize that, was shaken into reality last year. So the biggest challenge then, why aren't people online yet, is they don't have a plan. They don't have time, they don't have money. Those two I'm kind of reluctant to buy if you're going to use those excuses. I'm not a tech and a software expert. Don't worry about that. We've got that covered. I don't have a proven marketing system. I don't have my own client database or an audience to start with. And then I thought maybe all the other excuses that you could come up with: ADHD, anxiety, depression, health issues, overwhelmed. So hopefully we can create enough inspiration and excitement today to overcome most of those issues.
I think not just that, sorry, Quentin, not just that, it's the idea is that we're going to go with a completely no BS approach, guys. We're not going to try like sell you on some like software that you have to use. Like we're going to show you exactly the software that I have been using. And we're literally just going to be sticking to things that everyone can do. You don't have to have a massive following on social media. There's nothing special that has to be about you before you start doing this course. We're literally going to take you from things that everyone has access to, right? Like at this moment right now, there's no like special tricks or hoops that you're going to have to jump through. And we're going to say, cool, what's the fastest way from point A to B without getting, there's so many things that can derail you. There's so many things like analysis paralysis that people get in. Oh no, I have to do this before I can go online, or I have to do that. The fact of the matter is, since COVID has hit, people are much more open to online, an online way of doing things. And I believe that whether you have an existing business or you haven't got one single client, you're just a personal trainer, you'll be able to benefit from this course.
Cool. Okay. So what we are planning to do, our road to success or our links to success, is basically we want to take your before state into your after state. So the before state is you are a personal trainer, and the after state, simple enough, is an online personal trainer. So where you are at the moment, you are a damn good personal trainer. No one's disputing that. You have training and nutrition plans. Your business is offline. You have some online, but it's not working for you. You're trading time for money. You're not good at the tech stuff, and you don't know how to find clients online. Where we want you at the end of the course is to make you proficient and doing consultations and using apps and using Zoom, as well as having online clients. You have ambassadors, people, raving fans, establishing a recurring income. You've got a sustainable business, and you've got a system for generating leads, making your business ready for scaling. So that's the two things we want you to realize. So this is basically the outline, the learning outcomes, and it's broken down into 3 buckets. It's going to be the plan that we're going to give you in the first section. Then we're going to help you build, and then we're going to help you grow. So the first part of the plan is designing your business. And this is all about making decisions about what it is that you want to do online. How do you want to present yourself? What's your niche that you want to cover in terms of the type of training that you do, but also the type of function that you want to target for your business. So we'll teach you all about that and how to do that. And then also the same thing as what I did to you on the previous slide, is deciding what you want for your clients. Where do they start, and where do you want them to end up after your training? And then we'll teach you about how to choose your target audience, your target market. And then we'll do, Neil, consultations, tool setup.
Yeah, so we're literally going to start you from step one. What's the first thing that you would do if someone said, yes, I'm interested, let's do online training? I mean, that would be a great scenario, right? But if you don't know how to like cultivate a bit of a relationship with that person, it's very easy to be too impersonal. So how is the consultation process how do we set the tools up so that they're working for you and not working against you? And again, we're going to be using the stuff that is the most important, where, I mean, through the journey of my last 5.5 years, guys, I can tell you I've made so many mistakes. I focus my attention on the wrong things. It's so easy to focus your attention in the wrong place, and then you actually get despondent because you just don't get those results. So we're going to start you from consultation and literally build you up to show you how to convert the clients, etc., etc.
Cool. And then the next step would be the fast starts and the trial sessions.
Yeah. So fast start, we're trying to literally get you guys off the line as quickly as possible. Our goal is, I mean, there's a little star next to that part of the claims that we make, but our goal is that for this course to completely pay for itself and as quickly as possible. So we're going to show you the way to get the faster start on how to get clients on board, so that you can eliminate all the excuses that people have. I don't have enough time. I don't have enough money. I don't know what online personal training is. So that you can literally start training clients within the first week after you've designed your business, you have a name for it, etc., etc.
Yeah, and then everything.
Yeah, then it's important for us to know what you to know what you're offering. Okay, how you're going to set your pricing up. This is something I also struggled with immensely. I've done stupid ways of doing it. I've done it the wrong way. So we're going to give you. Well, I'm going to show you how I would do it now with my experience of being online for 5.5 years. How I would package the things together, how I would price them, and also how I would do that process, as I mentioned before, converting someone that may be on like a trial basis to a paid for client, so that there's actually money in the bank and you're not wasting your time.
Yeah. And it just in terms of in my background with digital marketing, you know, people talk about sales funnels. When you're constructing a sales funnel, it's critical that your offer is just right, because your offer and the way you structure your offer is what's going to bring people into your world, and then it's going to give them that, what they call an irresistible offer, for somebody to you know, try you out and maybe do the trial with you, and that would allow you then to give them the full product or the offer, the service that you can offer them. So we'll talk about all of that sort of stuff.
Okay, the next thing, once you have converted someone and they are a paying for client, there are certain protocols that you should be taking, whether you're an online personal trainer or a personal trainer that does a traditional personal training. There's very important things that you need to find out from your client. And this helps the client with motivation, it helps them stay on board, etc., etc. But from also Quinton's perspective on how he's helping the course, if you capture this data correctly, you're going to have amazing material to work with that is going to help when your business needs to grow to an exponential side. And that's getting their measurements in correctly, having things that you can use as marketable things, before and after pictures, things like that. So there's certain protocols, and there's different ways. There's a different way to do it in person and online. Yeah. And we're going to teach you how to do that, so that forward thinking in the business, your clients are going to be super motivated, because you're going to be keeping them accountable to, this is where we are, this is where we're going, and this is, look where you come from. But this is also going to help you in the greater scheme of things as things get bigger and bigger, especially with marketing. Yeah,
I think most of you know results is what motivates your current clients, and it will eventually turn them into fans of yours or ambassadors for you. But also in the marketing process, results is critical to get your next client and your next client, depending on how many clients you want. So we will also simultaneously teach you how to create a community around everybody that's interested. Not everybody that you speak to is ready to join now or to become a client of yours today. But what we want to teach you is to start warming up those people who are sort of interested. It's just not the right time, not the right place, but just keep them in your world and just cultivate that community. Neil came up with that word, by the way, so I'm going to use it. Cultivate your community and just keep them ready for when the stars collide, then they're ready to sign up with you as a client. So, and what that in essence is a free lead generation system. When I say free, I don't mean the lead generation system is free. I mean, it's for you. It's an organic lead generation system. For those of you who know a little bit about it, organic versus paid traffic system. We're going to teach you the organic way to do it, so that you can at least get your business off and running. What we will do eventually is teach you how to run paid traffic, but we're not going to do that in this initial phase. So that will come when we start talking about scaling your business. So we want to get the fundamentals right in place, a good foundation, and then when we start scaling, this thing can grow really big.
Yeah, I think the only real way to be able to scale a personal training business is to do it online. And I mean, this call is a testament to just how busy it is. You can't get any more convenient than being able to sit in your home and attend like a meeting where you get a group of people together. But there's still so many things happening for people. I mean, the reasons why people didn't come to this call, this is when I put my kids, I have my kids have their dinner, and then I bath them, blah, blah, blah. there's CEOs that have got so little time, and they're not going to be able to have this maybe certain training slots when you have available. When you go online, it breaks those barriers completely. People will be able to train at their convenience, wherever it fits in their day, whether it's they work they sleep during the day and work during the night, and they've got like a 3 a.m. Time slot. I've had online clients that work for airlines, and they're in between hotel rooms, and they're never in the same country for more than one day, and they were able to do online training with me. So it breaks down a lot of barriers, guys, and scaling your business. It's just a better thing for you, because as trainers, if we're trying to literally just sell our time for money, we're all going to burn out. It's honestly, I don't think it's a sustainable model if it's going to be your full-time income. The amount of time that you have to spend training clients, you don't have enough free time for yourself. And honestly, I've burnt out more than once in my career, and it's because I wasn't doing things the smart way.
Cool. All right. So, and exactly to Neil's point, if you could think about what if you could serve 10, 30, or even 100 clients in the same amount of time it takes you to serve 2 or 3 clients right now, and still give those people the same results, what would that change in your life? And I think for most of us, that would be quite a radical change into something new. And that's where the scalability and all of that sort of stuff comes in. So
it changed my life. It honestly did.
Yeah. So just to give you a sort of a ballpark idea, and I don't want this to sound like sort of a network marketing opportunity that I'm selling you here, but so basically, if you just look at this first line, if we can help you get 10 clients, and you're charging them 1,500 Rand a month, that's an income, a base income, a recurring income of 15,000 Rand a month, which roughly equates to 180,000 Rand. Now, I know for most people, and even in my life, that would probably change quite a lot of stuff. And then if you could, let's say in the next 2 years or 3 years, however long you take to do this, I don't know, if you're really aggressive, maybe you can do that within a year, get 30 clients, and you start moving your price up because you become more valuable, you become better at what you're doing. And then you're earning an income of 60,000 Rand a month. And this is what we're saying is on top of what you're doing right now. We're not saying stop that and start this. This could be on top of that. So 720,000 for the year. And then who knows where the future lies, anywhere between 30 and 100. If you get 100 clients, if you want a business that you can grow into the millions, it's possible. It literally is possible. Neil and I were chatting about a couple of guys who are doing it globally, because remember, this is also a global business now that you become. You're not restricted to the, between 3 to 5 miles radius. I remember running lead generation campaigns for guys, and then the gyms say, no, it has to be restricted to a 3-mile radius. That barrier is also shattered with this process. Cool.
Yeah. Quentin and I were having that conversation, and I was telling him how one of my clients got me in touch with a trainer that it's a German guy that I had dinner with. That was about 2 weeks ago. And he's built up over the last 4 years his personal training business, where he's charging his clients 1,000 euros per month. And he's got close to 100 clients. So if you do the maths on that, if you think, who's going to pay in South Africa 2,000 Rand a month for online training? This guy has found almost 100 people that are paying him 1,000 euros a month. So the business is out there, and obviously you may build to that point. You're not going to come out the gates and be charging that sort of money. But because of my background and because of my qualifications and all that, I'm not going to be shy on my pricing, guys. I also want to break down the barriers that you have to be cheap in order to get clients. I'm going to be charging exactly what I'm worth. And with what you charge is up to you, but I'm not going to be cheap on the process. And I'm going to show you guys how that works out, obviously, because that's the way that I believe that things need to be done.
Oh, thanks.
So in essence, what Neil and I, we've mentioned it a couple of times in the group, and we want to get the first intake of students. We want 10 students to join us as our founding members. so that we can build the perfect course. So the first 10 people that join us will become basically will help us will partner with us in order to build this course. And we've got the outline for you, but we want to see how the first 10 students, you guys, interact with us and give us feedback and tell us where we're going wrong, what we should do more of, what we should do less of, so that we end up with a great course. And then in return for that, you'll be getting the course at the best price it's ever going to be. So we're going to give you a rock bottom price to come in at. And then after that, the next 10 people will pay more. So yeah, so that's basically what the invitation is today. What you'll get for being one of our founder members, you'll get three months of weekly training and assignments. You're going to basically watch us set up Neil's training from scratch. We'll hold your hand through the whole process and everything that you do, and then also give you direct feedback on your implementation tasks. We're going to give you some homework to do, access to all the meeting recordings. We'll help you with the tech, as well as there'll be a private Facebook group where only the 10 people that sign up will be part of that, so we can have sort of a forum where people can ask questions, and it's you know, it's direct questions to us or even to one another, as Ella just illustrated by giving some advice to Sarah. That's fantastic. So in essence, this little triangle, excuse my bullet points up there, but it's going to be, the triangle is going to be knowledge that we'll give you. We're going to execute it on it, and there's going to be accountability. So on the knowledge side, what we want to plan to do is give you Monday Zoom teachings. That's basically where you're going to watch Neil do this and watch over his shoulder as he actually puts stuff together. Then we're going to give you it from Tuesday to Friday where you do it, what you saw Neil do. And then on Friday, we'll hop on another Zoom call, and we can give you feedback, or you can tell us how it's gone in that week. You can ask us questions, things that worked, things that didn't work for you, but make sure that by Friday, everyone's back on board, everyone's on the same page of where Neil left off on Monday, and then we're ready for next week for the next lesson. So that's going to be the sort of the cycle that we'll follow. Cool. So just to end off with, there's an old Chinese proverb that says the best time to plant a tree was 20 years ago. So if you didn't start your online training lessons 20 years ago, the second best time is now.
I love that.
Cool. Any other questions? Oh, I've got to just, yeah. So this is basically what we're planning to do with the founding members, is this 1,500 Rand per month for the first 10 spots. Then we'll move on to the next 15 people who join us. It'll be 2,500 Rand a month, and then so forth. And ultimately, we do see this course having enough value to that we could potentially charge 7,900. So you will be locked in at this base price at a lifetime, and your price is 1,500 only. Or you can do the one-time payment of 3,999. Is there a guarantee? Neil, is there a guarantee?
Well, here's the T's and C's around that guarantee. We guarantee that if you do participate in the course and you join all of the calls and you implement what you are learning, that you're going to have an online business at the end of it. And if you don't hold yourself accountable and you don't get to everything, and there's links and there's breaks in the link, everything like that, you can join the second intake for free, where we're going to basically restart the process. It's not going to be as interactive as the first time. So if I was you, I would take advantage of the opportunity where things are nice and interactive, but we will guarantee that you can join in on the second intake.
Cool. And that, I think...
Sorry, guys. Sorry, just before you ended. Oh, yeah, we'll just end it and then I'll ask the question. Sorry.
All right, ask the questions.
We ended
Okay.
it.
Oh, did you? It's like the end. I'm like, oh, it did. Okay. So when is there a specific date that this course is going to start, or when does the next intake happen?
The first intake, the first one ever, a week from now, the 21st, Monday. So that's when it's going to be an introductory meeting. So everyone on the course can kind of do what we did now, but with more introductions so that you understand Quentin's background, you've got my background. We have got introduction videos in the group, but it's nice to have that interaction, and then everyone introduces each other. And then from there, we're literally going to start off the 3 months. So the first intake is on the 21st.
All right.
Cool. Anybody?
What, Sarah? What is you've got this like smirk. Yeah. All right. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
Neil,
Moving on.
Neil, can I ask you something? And of course, it's your consideration. I would greatly appreciate that. But for me to do the assignment, I'm not so sure what is the length of the assignment, but for me, technology just pissing me off, okay? Although I'm doing classes through Zoom, which is the most that I can do. But for me, from Monday and from Tuesday, actually, because Monday we'll meet in the evening, Tuesday until Friday, it's a little bit short time because I'm involved in other courses and with client and with promoting and with discussion with client overseas. So my question is that if it's possible that when we get the assignment on Monday evening, that we will have a week. And my suggestion is that to do perhaps morning check out on the assignment or question, and then evening, training again. I'm not so sure how it's working with other people, but to come on Friday, that's going to be a big challenge for me to show some result in terms of the assignment. What do you think about that?
So we are flexible with exactly the class times. We've given it in what we believe is the best way forward. But because we're opening up to 10 people at the beginning, it is going to be a small group. So if we can find an alternative, that would be great. And we will be able to accommodate for that. But also just know that you still have the full weekend and until the following Monday to continue implementing. The Friday is the check-in on what you've done so far and if you have any questions, things like that. But the next assignment is only the following week. So you do have the Monday until the following Monday to actually get things done.
Yeah, I think that's a good, it's basically a check-in. So if you're done by then, fantastic. But if you're getting stuck by Friday, we can quickly just sort it out so you can finish up over the weekend, and the Monday we're all back together again.
That's the idea, yeah.
Yeah. All right. Awesome. Any other questions? Very cool picture there, Jamila.
Jamila's been doing some modeling lately.
Ah, very nice.
Dabbling. She's doing what I did. She became qualified, and then she's trying some things. She's doing the chefing, she's doing the massage, she's doing modeling. I don't know where the personal training is coming in, but maybe this is her first step onto the online space.
I have a question.
Yes.
Like, how would you, like, as you're starting out as a personal trainer, how would you per se know your worth in order to like price it or, set a price to it? I'm not saying, you just finished studying per se and you don't want to set an unrealistic price because you only know so much, you only qualified so much, but like, how would you know to set a price to what,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I completely understand what you're saying, Ayanga, and it is a fantastic question. The answer is, I don't know, but the way that you find out is you literally look at the industry standard on what you are going to be offering. So for example, like I said to Sarah, I asked her specifically if you're just going to give them an exercise plan, because as a personal trainer, that is basically the baseline of what you can do. Like if there's no optional extras and all fluffy things around, that Sarah, did you just do the dragon like while we're just on the call? Like seriously?
Sorry, I have no scum. I'm trying to relax here.
That was terrible. I don't know why. Shouldn't be a high pressure situation. Sorry about that, Ayanga. So the best way to go is to find what you would be offering. If you're going to be starting off with your baseline offering is like just PT work, or it's just going to be programming, depending on what you're offering, you go out there and you find what other people are charging, and you'll be able to see quite easily, does this person have experience, et cetera, et cetera. So you're going to go find people that are also kind of in the same boat as you, and then you find the industry standard, and the best way to just do some research. And if you find the right places to look, then you'll be able to find, okay, this is the industry standard. However, a younger has also got a degree in psychology, so you are more qualified than other person. So maybe you won't go in at the R1,000 price point, for example. Let's try, and it's also trial and error. Let's try start off with R1,200. When you're opening your own business, I mean, you can charge whatever you'd like, but obviously you want to charge something that's fair, but and something that's
But I think, Neil, it's also fair to say that we're going to spend a whole lesson basically on this, putting your offer together and doing your pricing related to what it is that you're going to be offering. So Neil just gave away the whole lesson here for free. So we'll have to edit that out of the video.
I'm all about free value. It's not about giving.
No, absolutely.
I'm here to help you.
It's definitely something we want to focus on and make sure that everyone has that. But we're also going to be teaching you how to, get that, cultivate a community where there are people that are going to be interested in what you're doing. And then when they're ready to join, you can do the same as what sort of the pricing model we're following here with a founding members group. So you can find literally your first bunch of clients and make them your trial members and then give them a good price. And then when you got the results, you start moving your price upwards as you go. So we'll teach you what we're doing.
Thank you.
There was a guy, sorry, I just thought I would share something interesting. So I actually hired this mentor guy from Canada, and we were talking about setting prices and stuff. And I don't think he understands the Rand, because he's like, oh yeah, your starting point must be $350. I'm like, are you smoking crack? Like he's even said you can charge up to $1,000 for a package. I'm like, are my ovaries in there? Like what? It's insane. Like, is it possible to charge that much? Like, what do you possibly give? I just didn't understand that.
Sarah, this is where we want to sort of expand your minds or blow your minds. We want to say we're not going to charge rands anymore. We're going to charge dollars, and we're going to charge it to people overseas who's going to train with you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Got it.
Again, that example that we gave earlier, that even blew my mind what this guy was doing. I would have said it is impossible to charge people €1,000 a month. And the fact is, that's if you break it up per month. His cheapest package is €3,000 because he doesn't let anyone come in on just 1 month. Wow. He's like, I'm not Netflix. This is not a month-to-month subscription. joins in, it's 3 months. So his cheapest package is €3,000.
There you go. All right.
Lord.
Some perspective, nice. Sarah. And like I said, when I started, I wasn't charging rands. I was charging $100 a month. So that's when I gave you the example of 1,500 rand. It was about 15 to 1 at the time.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. Are there any more questions? Or I think we put the sorry, I'm just trying to find the link, Neil, for the registration.
Should I paste? We have put it in the Facebook group, but should I put it in the chat as well?
Yeah, you just maybe if you can get it before I can get to it, that'll be cool.
Of course I can.
Let's see who gets there first. Okay, I've already given enough.
I'm only open.
But it's all in the Facebook group. So the Facebook group that's there at the moment is an open Facebook group, and there's about 50 people in there. So again, we're going to teach you this to do this for yourself. But as soon as those of you who register, you'll go into a private VIP Facebook group only for people who've registered, and there we're going to get the real stuff done.
Wins! I won.
Yes.
You're slow. What were you even doing? Were you even trying?
I was sharing some valuable information.
Well, I was getting to work. There's the sign up link in the chat.
Grab the link, everybody, and go register ASAP. Remember, only the first 10 gets the lower price.
Yeah, guys, I think just to wrap up from my side, honestly, doing what I'm doing now, teaching people is it's honestly what I'm passionate about, and I'm here to make a difference teaching people. I love coaching. Personal training has kind of filled the void for me, but not fully. Coaching and teaching are completely different things, and honestly, my passions lie in teaching. Quinton is definitely a teacher by heart as well, even though he hasn't said the exact same thing to me. And what I'm trying to achieve here is I'm literally trying to impart, to literally share with you guys what has helped me so much in my business. And it's going to be an interesting process for me as well to go through this with the kind of hindsight that I have now, because there's so many times when I've started and I've focused on my attention on the wrong thing. So I'm also excited to see the amount of results that I can get when I know and I've got a clear path of where to go. And Quinton is going to be teaching me so much, guys. The amount of value and the amount of help that Quinton is actually going to provide to me. As a trainer, I am terrible with marketing things. I've focused my attention on the wrong places. I've wasted time. I've wasted a lot of money on Facebook ads and Instagram and all of this kind of rubbish. So I'm so excited for Quinton to help me with my blind spots, and I have a lot of them. But Quinton is going to be, he's literally the thing that I know that I need in order to get those amazing results. So I'm very excited for this process, and I'm very excited for you to see how I succeed, but also where I fail. And that's what's going to be the beauty of this launch, is that we're gonna do it together.
How long is the course?
3 months. That's what
3 months.
Yeah, we're hoping that the course is only 3 months. There's a lot of what we can teach you, and what Quinton and I also, after going back and forth on this a lot, is we're gonna teach you the foundation stuff. We're not gonna get into building like a social media profile, and like, actually, Sarah, for subsequent courses, you would be the perfect person to help build organic leads and get views and things through social media, because Sarah is actually incredible what she does on social media. She's informative, she's funny, she captures people's attention. Like, you can definitely, as part of the course, when we get and social media becomes a topic, but we're literally going to start with the basics, what you need as literally to start, and that's where Quinton and I are hoping that's going to take 3 months.
Cool.
All right, cool. Great. Thanks, by the way.
Hi,
Thank
Neil,
you.
can I ask something? I just linked earlier on into the Facebook group and I got a little bit lost, meaning please post just relevant information, question and answer. I don't have the time to spend on social media. For me, it's a waste of time because I already established a relationship with client and I got referral. Not that I'm not continue. I don't see social media very much tuned to me. I am very much keen about online program and selling that across, but that spending time of what she said, he said, and repeated post, I would greatly appreciate to keep the format to the point, okay, question and answer, and not repeated ad on that, because with this kind, after 60 seconds, I just log outside of that, okay? So I'm not looking for social media to fill my time. My time is full already, okay? So I would greatly appreciate that. Thank you, guys.
We do appreciate that. And just something to note, if it wasn't clear earlier, as Quinton said it, the group that you are in now is basically like cultivating the community of people that may be interested in the course in the future, and hopefully the people that are going to join us on Monday. Moving forward, whoever locks in and joins the course and pays for the course, there's going to be a separate area for you guys where we're only going to be using it strictly for either the discussion of the topics or the course material, so that at a moment's glance you can go in there. That's where your resources are, the information that's important. So Quinton is putting together things like one-pager. Once we do an assignment, 1 page of everything that you need checklist, those will be sent directly to you. So you're not going to have to like weed through things. We're going to try to literally make it as decluttered and as easy as possible.
Great, perfect.
Cool. Thanks, everybody.